something comes up, it comes up. And these kind of things, the root of things will stay with us. So I may think I've healed all my fear, and I will be quite fearless in so many different situations. Put me on a boat, take me not even that far out, I'll still be able to see land. A fear rises in my body that paralyzes me. So I just stay away from boats. Yeah. It's very hard fear to heal. So it's not that we fix everything, that everything is perfect, because that's not real. What's real is that life keeps happening, and we'll keep finding ourselves in different situations that will trigger emotion for us. So when we're authentic, it's like, oh, okay, so this is being triggered for me right now. What can I do about that? The more that we learn about our capacity to handle, the easier that becomes. It just becomes like we can give ourselves that space that we respond in the moment, or we respond very soon. We might sleep on it, or it might be a couple of days later where we kind of have a chance to process what happened. Why did I feel that when I saw this person, or whenever this happened or that happened? We give ourselves space to get to know it. When we're authentic, we can do that. It's acknowledging, wow, that was a really strong feeling when I saw my ex or something, random, yeah. Or family member. These relationships that have ability to trigger really strong emotion. So we can heal loads, and we can find loads of peace and loads of calm. But there's always that possibility that some situation will arise that will trigger a reaction again. So all that we need to do is be as real and authentic as we can in that, with ourselves. This is a private process, initially. It's a private process of, how am I doing here? What's this reaction about? What's happening for me? Whether it's a lovely feeling or unpleasant feeling. Being authentic means that I ask the question. I don't hammer straight to the point of the immediate reaction, which is maybe feeling attacked or feeling whatever. Being authentic means we go, hang on a second here. What's going on? What am I feeling? What are other factors are going on here, Like when we're tired, I get quite emotional when I'm tired. Yeah. So if I'm tired and I'm trying to handle situations, it's going to be big emotional reactions usually. So now that I'm kind of aware of that, I give that a little bit of a buffer space. Yeah. I take away what I might normally say and just go, Emer, sleep on it. If you still feel the same way tomorrow, then maybe we'll do something about that, yeah. But holding back on that immediate reaction because it's so emotional. Because that wouldn't be authentic. So it's allowing that space, isn't it? It's allowing how we find out. It's allowing ourselves to learn from mistakes also. They're so valuable. In our inauthenticity, we can be so quick to beat ourselves up for that. You should have known, or what are you thinking, or that was an overreaction. And we kill it. We kill anything authentic in it. When we were able to look at it in that kind of calm way of, okay, so that didn't go as well as maybe it could have. Yeah. We allow that learning from the mistake. We don't waste time on beating ourselves up about it. We accept, okay, this was a mistake. I accept the full consequences of that. Being authentic, we have the space that we can handle that. Not being authentic, we might fight that. Oh no, but what I meant was this. Or, you're getting too offended by what I said. You know how we do that, yeah? We'll fight it. Being authentic allows us to accept what's true a lot more easily. Because we can feel it. We can feel if something is true or not. We can feel if something is not true. If somebody's, let's say, pulling you up on something. When we're authentic in ourselves, we can feel, no, hang on, I'm actually being manipulated here. They're not saying something true about me. that space allows us to feel that. It's not always immediate. Sometimes we might realize it afterwards, but then you're free to address it. The key part is how we build that authentic connection with ourselves. How we create that space that just accepts how things are enough that we can address them. Enough that we can find out what it is and what I can do about that. And if it's a mistake, it's a mistake. I can correct that. But I don't get lost in the guilt or the shame or any of that stuff. That brings us down a whole other path. The side effect is that we give up being intoxicated by strong emotion. The side effect is calm. A lot of the time calm. That doesn't mean you're not going to feel the big feelings when they happen. They will definitely be there. But the intoxicating kind of emotions, the ones where we're just stirring it, they start to get less and less. So very often, when we try and analyze why I did this or why I'm feeling that, that can just bring us into a space where nothing feels true. We're kind of guessing. Oh, I wonder was it this or I wonder was it that? Yeah, it was because this happened and then I was feeling this because of that and then I did this and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, well, we can track it definitely, but that doesn't heal the emotion. So a lot of the time it feels that when we give the feeling enough space, the understanding of that comes with it.
Okay. So you don't need to try.
So we don't need to do the analysis first of all. We don't need to have it all worked out before we let ourselves heal it. We can actually do both at the same time. So when we allow the feeling to be felt, that usually brings the understanding of, that's what was going on for me there. That's why I felt this so strongly, or that's why this. Yeah. It's kind of like a softer approach to it. And it more easily brings us to a space of forgiveness and understanding of, okay, so now I know why I did that. And then we have the lesson. But it feels part of the process. It feels part of the journey of how we let ourselves feel the feelings of something. Even if they're not unpleasant feelings like guilt or shame or heartbreak or stuff like that. Yeah. Our mind is best used as the interpreter for the feelings, rather than the analyzer that tries to work it all out before the feelings have had a chance to do anything. That can just cause us a lot of stress, headaches, stuff like that. We can feel very stuck. Yeah. It's a head-wrecking feeling. Yeah. It starts to affect our sleep, starts to affect our appetite, and we haven't actually made any progress in healing whatever we're healing. So letting ourselves find out a little bit more about being authentic. Let's stay curious about who or where do I feel able to be authentic with, and where are the areas that I don't. Where are the areas of myself or the areas of my life where I find it hard to accept things as they are. It might be people that are in your life that you try and change or wish that they were different. Situations in your life that you try to change or wish that it was different or wish it didn't happen. Or it might be aspects of ourselves that we wish wasn't there. How we look, how we behave, that we wish weren't there. All of that, this all gives us the clues where we're not being authentic. And we can give it some.